Shatta Wale finally explained what really happened between him and Burna Boy, revealing the reason behind their fallout and why they eventually went their separate ways. Yes, let's watch the video.
What about Burna Boy?
Okay, that's another beautiful story. When we're coming in the car, I was telling, Baba that, Burna Boy is the only artist that respectfully called me from Nigeria and told me he was coming to Ghana, but I should come and pick him at the airport. I've never done that for any artist before in Nigeria, And I felt some way because I was like, I know Burna Boy, And that time it was like in his low, time. So I was like, okay, let's go pick him. So one of his friends, the Nigerian, came to meet me in Ghana and said I should. So we picked him at the airport, brought him down. And I was treating Burna Boy in Ghana like a king, because if you ask him how we roll in Ghana, he'll tell you, it's just that now too many cameras, so you got to do a whole lot of this. But I was showing him the ropes of Ghana, that this is my town. You feel free, give him a house, give him cars, anything he needed. He wasn't wasting money in Ghana, But I had this team I was working with, and they were messing up. So I actually told them that I didn't want to work with them anymore. All like 5 or 7 of these boys that I sacked were calling every rich man or every special person in my life to tell them I'm fucking their wives.
What?
And one affected Burna. That's what they told Burna Boy, that I was fucking his girl he brought to Ghana. And he just bought it in. I have like billionaire friends that they called, and the men were like, if they called them for this kind of things, they're gonna arrest them. Like, they should stop, spot. They literally wanted to break me to everybody, So they told Burna, and he got to a time, when he left me in Ghana, things weren't good for us still, because when he came to Ghana, me, I've already settled, have my properties and my businesses running and stuff like that. But I was always praying that, Charlie, this guy making hits, and maybe life could change for me much more better, So when I saw like Burna like moving to like places, I was like always messaging him. So bro, you need to call me. And the mom is like my mother, because one time Burna had a problem in Ghana. They had to drive from Nigeria to Ghana. I met them, took them somewhere safe, was taking care of them. You understand me? Like, the mother knew, like we're brothers. So I was like, when I saw him moving, I was like, let me just be messaging. I've been messaging, I don't understand. Like, he doesn't reply. So I was like, let me call mommy. So I called the mom one time and was like, your brother now, he leaves his phone and blah, blah. I said, mommy, tell him I want to talk to him. I'm loving what I'm seeing, like, on the internet. Like, God is, I didn't know they've told him, and he decided not to talk to me.
Okay.
So, sometimes when I sit down and I watch Burna now, I go like, I thank God I never depended on people, but I also fought for myself to get to where I've gotten to. Because if I hadn't fought well enough, my friends would have made me lose an opportunity with Burna. Because Sia is successful today. Imagine God has not also touched me properly. I'll be so worried. And I'll regret, and that's why I don't make friends. You guys, my team, these are my friends. When they leave me today, it's like 3 months time, because all of them, I talk to them on phones. They don't see me every day, So I just thank God that God has put Burna somewhere, but it hurts me that he didn't listen to me to explain to him that this was what the boys were doing, because he's my brother. I can't do that to his girlfriend. I don't mind.